look, it's Devin Townsend.
We're
Hello.
classy. We're being classy.
We're
Come
talking
on,
about
posture.
dreams right now. You had some crazy dreams after a curry, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Late night curries equals bad dreams.
It was not even bad dreams. I forget what it was. It was something about, it was either. It was what was the dream about? It was like some big stone face. It was like Easter Island or something. But it was also in that frame of mind. I was like, oh, I know this. This is totally familiar to me, right? But then it was like some other kid from around the corner, and there'd been like some sort of weird abuse, and like the parents who were like participating in it were like completely oblivious to the fact that what they were doing was actually going to be construed as abuse. And it was like, and I was trying to figure out whether or not it was in my jurisdiction to say something, and then it was like, and there was a snake wearing a vest or something.
That's quite a full-on dream. There's quite a lot of detail.
It was
in
curry
there.
at 4:30 in the morning. I was like, what the fuck?
Now you know, no more late night curries.
No, and I'll do it again tonight. Undoubtedly.
So you've already been out there meeting the fans. How was it?
Well, traumatizing. No, it's good. It's not traumatizing in terms of like
they're horrible.
People. No, it's just that my whole world is split up into like three very distinct segments. There's the traveling, there's the writing, recording, and there's the family. And all three of them are so mutually exclusive that switching gears from one frame of mind to the other is fucked. It's like, and then as soon as I go from, being, it's like family and soccer practice and like mowing the lawn and like, oh, the sink's broken. We got to get a new sink. Well, you said you're going to fix the sink. Well, I didn't know. And then all of a sudden you're in front of people and you have to like participate in a way where there's expectations and, you know what I mean?
It's different personas, isn't it? I think that's what it is as well.
And my defense mechanism is to be a jackass. It's always like the first line of defense. It's just like, oh, there's people paying attention, as opposed to just talking. I'm going to go into like some mork from orc bullshit and like every time. And so as we did like a Q&A over there, and I was just like, wah! It's like a manic episode. And then halfway through it, you're like, why are you doing this?
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
Exactly. So what's the festival like? You've been in the arena, you've seen it.
Well, if there's any rambling man here, it'd be I.
The Rambling Man. The king of rambling.
I haven't seen it. It's like I'm sitting on a hay thing, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? This was my one request for the weekend. I was like, I need hay. You're playing blues today. Normally you'd be on the prog stage. What's going on?
Old.
You got old and you need to just slow it down a little bit.
Well, you know what's funny is it's like this Casualties project was one that, since the beginning, I'm in 25 records into this stuff. It's like there's a part of me that feels like the expectation of it now is such that you want it to be a certain thing, and it's sort of established itself as a sound and a dynamic that there is an expectation for, and you want to do the best you can with it as well, because I don't want to just keep throwing people curveballs just to be that guy. You know, it's like people do like the certain sound that I've been doing for a long time, and so do I. So a lot of the effort now, and it's a lot more effort than it used to be, is to find ways to get some sort of momentum for each record that thematically still resonates with me, still is that thing, and it isn't full of shit. And so doing that is cool. Like the new Transcendence record, it's really good, and I care about it, which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
But since the first record, I haven't had an opportunity to just sort of like whatever comes out, and I actually had no idea what that would be. So the Casualties of Cool project was one that I started writing in my spare time, and I remember saying to people like, oh, it's like a horror movie, but with like country music.
Oh my god.
And I couldn't sell it, strangely enough. Everybody was like, oh, great, dude, fill us in. So, but when it was finished, people were like, hey, that's actually really good. And I think the reason why it was good is because it was not forced. It's like I got to spend years on it, and Che's great, and she's like, you know, and same, there's no pressure.
So how long has it taken you to make this record?
About 4 years, I guess. Not constant work, but just like, I love the idea of just being like, nah, I don't want to do this right now. It's like, no pressure. Yeah. You'll come out with a masterpiece. It was really good. I think it's really good, and it's like, and again as well, it's nice to have, you know, Che's somewhere around here, but it's like when we do stuff together, it's like I don't have to be the focus of it, which is great. Especially after having kids too. It's like you get relegated somewhere after like the cutlery, the good forks. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's like kid and then wife and then dog and
Yeah.
then, you know, the thing that was cool that we have in the back seat of the car.
And now you're just a fix-it man.
Well, and I'm shit at fixing things, so it's
So
like,
now
you know,
it's not good all
you're
round.
just bugging your wife the whole time.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, by the way, you know.
So what blues artists have played a part in your sound then?
Well, I mean, I grew up with like my dad was like played banjo, and he really liked the Clancy Brothers and like Johnny Cash and
Yeah.
that sort of Americana sort of stuff. I really like that sort of sound from like the "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" soundtrack.
Okay,
and I really like that
bluegrassy sort of
bluegrassy
stuff as well,
sort
yeah.
of stuff. Yeah, not like, you know,
Not
Keith
like
Urban.
no,
You know.
yeah.
But I mean,
Pop country.
I like the more folky stuff, I guess. But I really like the horror aspect of it, if that makes any sense. I like the fact that because it's so subdued, what's under the surface is like horrifying. I love that.
Oh, like you say, the Johnny Cash sort of stuff that's kind of a bit
Well,
depressing. in a
Deliverance.
sort of- yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I really think that it's a great platform to make something subtle. And you know, it's not obvious by just my demeanor, but I do like things to be subtle, and I think that sort of framework for music, that sort of Americana, you know, sort of beat up barn sort of thing.
Yeah. And here we are.
Hey, was something that I found there's a lot of negative space in it, and that could be filled with like
Yeah.
torture or something, right?
There's a common theme of torture in your...
Yeah, I can't figure out. It's
Horror.
like maybe it's masochist or something.
Thank you, Devin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
no,
you.
thank
No,
you.
the
Thank
thanks
you. No, a big
cordially.
thank you.
Me?
Thank you.
I accept your thanks. May I in turn present to you my humblest and most heartfelt thank you.
Oh, thank you.